Now, with the end of the year fast approaching, the Daily Telegraph will tomorrow publish its annual Power 100 list. From politicians to sports stars, celebrities and business figures, this year's list shows who's wielded the most influence over the past year. And joining me to discuss is the Daily Telegraph's editor, Ben English. Ben, great to see you and congratulations on the magazine. Out tomorrow. Can't wait to read it. I want to start with some of the new faces who you've put in your Power 100 list this year.
Yeah, well, it's actually been quite a big shock of a year. We've had 35 new entrants, which is a record. This is the 7th edition of our Power 100. And look, I don't want to cause any blushes, Sharri, but you're one of the new entrants. So congratulations to you.
Thank you, Ben. That is going to make me blush.
But look, and that's well deserved, and there's very good reason for that. And we just heard earlier in the program, it's your extraordinary advocacy on behalf of the Jewish community and great reporting, and I think that that's had a serious impact. And just on that note, and we're talking about new entrants, we've also got Tim Storia, who's also been quite an articulate advocate in that area, and of course Alex Rivkin, who has been everywhere and prominent, and also been a victim himself of some of that hatred.
Yeah, he has. Outside of the anti-Semitism space, who are some of the other new entrants in the top 100 list?
It will surprise no one that Kelly Sloan is in with a bullet, of course, and we just snuck that in before the presses rolled on that one when poor old Mark Speakman was dumped, so he's out. And of course, Mal Lanyon is a very, he's come straight into the top 10. You do. If you're in Sydney, if you're the New South Wales Police Commissioner, you exercise extreme power. So by dint of that position, he goes straight in there. But there's been some other notable additions. Molly Picklum, the new world surfing champion. We've got Justice Michael Lee, who's, his star continues to rise. And of course, there's, who else have we got? We've got Paul Nicolau, who's very prominent around Sydney. You can't miss him anywhere where there's anything happening. And Mark Nawaqanut, I actually can't pronounce his name, but the new Roosters winger.
I definitely can't pronounce his name. I do not.
Let's not go there.
I do not watch sport, not because of anything else, just don't watch sport. And what about some of the people? I know this might be a bit, rude for you to perhaps speak about, but some of the other people who've fallen off the list over the past year. No,
we don't mind talking about that at all. Well, if Mal Lanyon's come in, of course, Karen Webb. Yep. She goes out. There's nothing less powerful than a former police commissioner. But there's some other pretty significant ones.
I noticed Mike Sneesby, of course, the former Nine boss, out.
Who was deposed.
Yep.
We've got probably the most prominent ones would be, let's have a look, David Chandler. He did a great job as the building commissioner, but his job is pretty much done there. We've got Gretel Packer's fallen out of it, not through any fault of her own. It's just that there's been a lot of people just muscling their way in there.
You are going to be offending everyone in this conversation. I'm going to move on to the next question to save you. You have a power couple, which is interesting for the first time. Nathan Cleary and Mary Fowler. Tell me about this, their influence as a couple rather than just individually.
Well, it's undeniable how powerful they are, and it's exponentially multiplied when you bring them together. Nathan Cleary is obviously a superstar in his own right. And I suppose when they first got together, you would think that, he was slightly the more famous one, certainly in Sydney. But since then, Mary Fowler has really hit the world stage in a big way, and also in a profound way with the very sensitive and articulate way that she's spoken about mental health and her own struggles with that. And I think that through doing that, she's inspired many, many young people. So they're undeniably on the rise, these two, a true power couple.
I thought it was also interesting to see Danny and Layla Abdullah are on the list. Of course, they're the couple who lost children in that, tragic car accident. Their message has been of forgiveness, and you obviously think this is a very influential message.
Absolutely. They are an inspiration to all who meet them. I know you've met them, Sharri. We are massive fans of the Abdullahs at the Daily Telegraph, and their foundation has inspired so many people. And they've gone, as we found out this year, that they actually, the father, Danny, went into the prison and forgave the man who was responsible for the death of his children. Now, I don't know about you, but that blows my mind.
I 100% would never do that on behalf of not even my own children, anyone's child. Ben, while I've got you, I thought your front page today was absolutely fantastic on electricity prices, that households in New South Wales are now paying $1,200 a year more under the Labor government. I mean, this is despite the fact that Albanese repeatedly promised some 97 times that power prices would come down by $275. I mean, this is the biggest broken promise, but it seems like Australians, you know, don't understand that a team, particularly Albanese, who campaigned so strongly on a cheaper cost of living, on lower power prices, have just been misled. They have just broken this promise so severely.
Well, I think they weren't going to get away with it. If you look at around about November last year, the government was on the nose, and they were looking at, the bookies were saying they were going to lose the election, and then the events that unfolded was that Dutton had a terrible campaign, and Trump's victory didn't help, and the rebates that Albanese gave to households, and I think the other thing was the rate cuts, and so all of those have sort of eased the pressure and the attention on the broken promise. But it's a ticking time bomb. I don't think it's gone away, and if they continue this drive towards this transition, there's only one way that power prices are going to go, and that is, unfortunately for Albanese, and particularly unfortunately for Daily Telegraph readers, up. And so I think this is not going away. I think this will be a massive issue come the next election if they don't change course.
And if the coalition actually steps up and holds them to account, which we're yet to see happen as well. Indeed. Ben, thank you very much for your time. And just everyone, make sure you pick up your copy of the Daily Telly tomorrow, or head to the Telegraph website to read the top 100 list. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.